how alter egos build the strongest artist brand and how you can too. Everybody talks about talent, hard work, or star quality when it comes to unforgettable artists. But the truth is, that's not enough. The artists who really stick are the ones who build brands that last and have something else. The version of themselves the world can actually handle. One that grabs attention, creates connection, and protects the parts that feel too vulnerable to share. These aren't just fun side projects or flashy costumes. They are tools, carefully crafted identities that help artists survive the spotlight without losing themselves in it. From Beyoncé's Sasha Fierce to Eminem's Slim Shady, alter egos unlock sides of the artist no one else gets to see. And that's exactly what makes their brand unforgettable. So in this video, we're breaking down how alter egos work, why they're so powerful, and how you can create one that doesn't just look good, but actually feels like you. There's this idea that alter egos are fake, like you're playing dress up and pretending to be someone you're not. But I see it differently. It's not pretending, it's positioning. Think of your personality like a set of stats in a video game. Shyness, humor, confidence, boldness, awkwardness, sensitivity. We all have these traits, but at different levels. Maybe you're high on sensitivity, but low on boldness. Or maybe you're confident around friends, but shy on camera. When you create an alter ego, you're not making something up. You're just adjusting the sliders, turning the dial down on traits that hold you back and boosting the ones that help you move. You're not becoming someone else. You're finally leading with a side of yourself that's always been there, that's been waiting for permission to take the mic. The one thing that doesn't or barely ever change when you dial your personality stats up or down is your core beliefs and values. That's the raw, authentic heart of who you are. And it's truly what connects you to your audience. Mess with that, and you're not just tweaking a character, you're risking everything. Because when your core values don't line up, your alter ego stops feeling real. It becomes exhausting to keep up the act. And audience can sense when something isn't quite genuine, even if they can't lay their finger on why. And that's how alter egos get messy, and sometimes even ruin careers by losing that authentic anchor.
I was very nervous, of course. And I remember when they told me I was performing on BET, in my mind, I saw the set immediately. I said, I want something big. I want something that says I'm here. Beyonce.
Let's talk about Beyoncé, one of the most powerful performers alive, and also one of the quietest celebrities off stage. You look at her on stage and think, no way she was ever scared of the spotlight. But that's exactly why she created Sasha Fierce.
She was 7 years old and she did this parochial, they called it a parochial school talent show with up to high school. And I was so scared because I was like, they're going to ruin her confidence. But she got out there and just turned into the biggest little diva on stage. And she was shy, very shy. That's why we got her into it anyway. And we couldn't believe that it was her. And she came off the stage. I mean, she got a standing ovation. And she came off the stage and she was like, I'm hungry. I want to just get my trophy and my money and go. And I'm like, oh my God. Because that old thing about being cocky or thinking you're cute or thinking you're all that kicked in for me. So I was like, you don't know if you won and you got to be humble and but anyway, it was the best thing that could happen to her because she could turn it off. Like when she came off the stage, she was just Beyonce, and she's still like that. I mean, she's the furthest thing from a diva that you could be. But
that's because of the way she was raised.
She's a diva.
Yeah.
Sasha wasn't just a character, she was a lifeline. Beyoncé made her up to deal with stage fright, and not the cute kind, but actual fear, nerves that could have held her back.
If we keep on practicing and we keep on performing, every time we get better and the stage fright just fades away.
It's hard to believe, but one of the most confident performers alive was once scared to perform. Beyoncé is soft-spoken, observant, and private. But Sasha Fierce? She's bold, dramatic, and fearless. That contrast wasn't fake. It was strategic. Sasha gave her permission to be bigger, to take risk, to stop letting fear run the show. And because Sasha was rooted in a real part of Beyoncé, her power, her femininity, her sensuality, it worked. It didn't feel off-brand. It felt like unlocking a new level. You ever wonder what might have happened if Beyoncé never created Sasha Fierce? Maybe she doesn't push her boundaries. Maybe she lets fear take the lead. Or maybe she stays in the background, talented but invisible. So here's the thing. People think alter egos are just for shy or nervous artists, a way to boost confidence or quote-unquote put on a mask to get through the spotlight. But actually, alter egos can take all kinds of shapes. Take Nicki Minaj. She's famous for her larger-than-life alter egos, like the one and only Roman Zelensky, the wild and totally unfiltered side of her personality that lets her say whatever she wants without holding back.
Okay, on the count. Okay, listen. Okay, shut the fuck up. The fuck
Roman is loud, fearless, and chaotic. The ultimate power move to grab attention and shake some things up. But then look at Tyler, the creator. His alter ego, like Igor for example, isn't about being louder or more aggressive. He's often quieter, more vulnerable, and emotional. Igor shows a softer, more introspective Tyler, the guy struggling with love and identity behind the scenes. His alter ego lets him explore feelings that his quote-unquote main persona might not show on the surface. So here's the twist. An alter ego doesn't have to be a louder or bolder version of you. Sometimes it's a softer, more emotional, more quieter side of you that's just as powerful. Both extremes, whether it's Nicki's unapologetic chaos or Tyler's vulnerable introspection. Give the artist a way to express something real, something their fans connect with deeply. That's one of the reasons why alter egos build one of the strongest artist brands, because they open the door to more than one side of who you are. And the more honest and multidimensional that is, the more unforgettable your brand becomes. So why is your authentic anchor the core of who you are? It's what keeps your alter ego from feeling like a costume you have to wear, and more like a part of you finally get to show off. But what happens if you lose that anchor? Imagine being on a ship without an anchor during a storm. At first, it might feel freeing. You're floating, moving with the waves. But soon, the waves pull you in every direction. You don't know which way is up or if you'll crash into something and break apart. That's what losing your authentic anchor feels like in the spotlight. You start drifting into places that don't feel like you, until one day, you don't recognize the artist you've become. What once felt like a creative persona turns into a mask, heavy, suffocating, and impossible to take off. And the worst part, your audience can yet again feel it. Even if they don't know why, they can sense something is off. Maybe your energy dips, your performance becomes mechanical, or your words lose their spark. Look at artists who try to be something they're not, just to fit a trend or please the crowd. They lose touch with what made them special in the first place. Fans notice, the magic fades, and sometimes careers fade too. But here's the twist. It's not about being perfect, it's about being anchored. Your alter ego isn't a mask to hide behind. It's a shield. So when you build your alter ego, don't overthink the anchor. It's not something you have to search for. It's already in you. It's your value, your essence, your inner compass. And when you lead with that, everything gets easier. Because the real power behind the spotlight isn't the shine. It's knowing what it's shining on. And that kind of clarity, that's what makes the whole thing feel brighter. So if you're sitting there thinking, okay, but how do I actually make an alter ego? Don't worry, you don't need a name like Sasha Fierce or a glittery costume. Unless if you want one, in which case, go off. Here's a little exercise that you can try. Grab a notebook or your notes app and answer these 3 questions. First question, what part of you have you always wanted to express, but felt like you had to tone it down? Second question, what do you want your audience to feel when they see you? Imagine your presence like a color. Are you calm and blue like ocean waves? Or fiery red like a match being struck? That feeling is your message before you even say a word. Last question, if you could walk into any room without fear, who would you be? Don't overthink. Your alter ego isn't supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be yours. It can be dramatic, soft, mysterious, extra, quietly powerful, whatever feels like the boldest, most striking part about you. And remember, you're not inventing someone new. You're giving a spotlight to the part of you that's always been there, waiting to be seen. So go on, give it a name, give it a color, step into it. Let it protect you, push you. And when you're ready, let the world meet a version of you that's always been in there all along.